The snow fell hard that night, the kind that swallows sound and makes every breath sting. At the edge of a quiet bus stop sat a young woman, shivering, curled into herself, wearing nothing but a thin white dress that clung to her like frozen paper. She looked lost, not just in place, but in life. And yet, she held on to a small folded note like it was the only thing keeping her together. Most people walked by. Some glanced. None stopped until one man did, and years later, that same woman would return, with a secret that would change the single dad's world forever. Before we continue, a quick message: if you enjoy stories that warm your heart and remind you what kindness can do, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. This is Kindness Action, where each story brings hope a little closer. Mark Turner never planned to be a hero. He was just a tired single dad rushing to pick up groceries after a long day at work. His daughter, Lily, rode on his back, wrapped in her bright pink jacket, giggling every time snowflakes landed on her nose. But when Lily tugged his sleeve and pointed, Mark followed her gaze, and his steps slowed. "Dad, she's freezing," Lily whispered there on the icy bench. The woman trembled so violently the metal rattled beneath her. Her hair was soaked. Her bare feet were turning red from the cold. And yet, she seemed focused on that note, reading it again and again through shaking hands. Mark approached slowly, kneeling in front of her. "Hey. I'm Mark," he said gently. "Are you okay? Do you need help?" She blinked at him, confused at first, as if she wasn't used to someone speaking softly to her. She swallowed hard, struggling to form words. "Shouldn't bother anyone," she murmured. "I'll be fine," but she wasn't. Anyone could see that Mark didn't ask what had happened. He didn't ask why she was there. All he did was take off his warm yellow coat and hold it out. "Here," he said. "Take this." The woman hesitated, almost scared of accepting kindness. But Lily leaned her head onto Mark's shoulder and whispered to her, "It's okay. My dad helps people." Something in that small voice cracked the woman's fear. She took the coat, clutching it like it was a lifeline. Mark offered to bring her to a nearby diner where she could warm up and eat. Slowly, almost unsure if she was allowed, she nodded. Inside, the heat made her eyes well with tears. She introduced herself softly. "My name is Anna." She spoke like someone who didn't expect her name to matter. Mark bought her soup and a sandwich, and for the first time in what looked like a long time, Anna ate slowly, as if savoring every bite. Mark didn't pry, though he could sense she had been through something tough. Instead, he let her talk. When she felt ready, she explained she had come to the city chasing a dream that had fallen apart the moment she arrived. She had no family nearby, no friends, and after a string of bad luck, she found herself alone with nowhere to go. Mark listened. Really listened. "Everyone needs help sometimes," he said. "It's nothing to be ashamed of." Anna's eyes glistened again, but this time it wasn't from the cold. Before the night ended, Mark connected her with a local women's shelter he trusted, one that offered not just a bed, but counseling, job training, and long-term support. He even walked her there, making sure she got checked in safely. She hugged Lily goodbye, holding on to the little girl for a moment longer than expected. "Thank you," Anna whispered to Mark. "You didn't have to stop, but you did. I won't forget this." And she didn't. Years passed. Life moved forward, as it always does. Mark got promoted. Lily grew taller, bolder, and kinder, echoing the compassion she'd seen that night. Every now and then, Mark wondered what happened to Anna. He hoped she was okay. He hoped she had found her way to a better life. Then one Saturday morning, Mark and Lily answered a knock at the door. There stood a young woman dressed in a neat winter coat, confident and glowing with happiness. Her hair was clean and pulled back. Her cheeks were warm with color. It took Mark a moment, but then he recognized her eyes. It was Anna, only now she looked like the version of herself she had once dreamed of becoming. Lily gasped and hugged her without hesitation. Anna laughed softly, returning the embrace. When she pulled back, she held a folder in her hands. "I've been looking for the right moment to come back," Anna said. "Because I promised myself when my life changed, you and Lily would be the first to know." She opened the folder and handed Mark a letter. "It was from a university I'm graduating," she said, her voice trembling with joy. "Social work degree. I'm starting a job next month helping women who've been through what I went through." Mark felt his chest tighten, not with worry, but with pride. Lily jumped excitedly, cheering. Anna continued, "And there's something else." She reached into her bag and pulled out a small, framed photo. It was taken at the shelter, Anna helping another woman who looked lost and afraid. "That coat you gave me that night you took me to safety? It wasn't just kindness. It was a second chance. And I want to spend my life giving that chance to others." Mark didn't know what to say. But he didn't need to. 2 tears rolled down Anna's cheeks, not of pain, but of gratitude. She hugged him tightly, and for the first time in a long time, she felt completely whole. Lily looked up at both of them and smiled. "See, Dad? Kindness comes back." Anna laughed softly. "It really does, and that's the truth of it, isn't it? Kindness doesn't disappear. It ripples. It echoes. Sometimes it returns years later, in a new form, through a changed life, a restored heart, a renewed hope. One warm coat. One act of noticing. One choice to care. That's all it took to rewrite Anna's story, and inspire countless others she will help in the years to come. Let this be a reminder to all of us: the smallest act of kindness can become the biggest turning point in someone's life. So keep your heart open. Keep your eyes open. You never know whose miracle you might be holding, and maybe, just maybe, someday, that kindness will find its way back to you.